Whenever you log into ToolBox, the first page you will see is the quotes page. You can search for a specific quote by typing the quote number here. The quotes can be sorted by the column headers here, and select how many quotes to view per page down here. There are two icons on the right-hand side of each quote. This one archives the quote and this one duplicates it. If you archive a quote, no stress. Slide the Show Archived Quotes to the right. You can always unarchive them. To open any of the quotes, click on the number over here on the left-hand side of the page. Let's start with a new quote. The first one is nice and simple, with 6 2D parts that have no issues, and we'll add some powder coating and add folding to one of the parts. By the way, we'll spend about 10 minutes here so that you can get used to the screens, features, and terminology. After that, we will get stuck into the configuration pages and look at things like how the laser is configured and how to update material prices. Okay, let's go. Click the Create Quote button. Once the new quote has been created, we can assign an existing customer contact or create a brand new one here, but you can leave this unassigned if you want to. Uploading 2D parts is super easy. Just drag the parts from a folder, or if you have an email with the parts attached, drag them from there as well. Once the parts are uploaded, you will see the image of the part here. Directly underneath the part preview, you've got the part dimensions and cursor coordinates, which are handy for rough measurements. The part name is editable too. To enter a quantity, select the checkbox next to the part. It makes sense to choose parts with the same quantity at this stage. I want 10 of each of these two. Up here we enter the quantities, and you will see a pop-up confirming the parts have been updated. These two parts are on 3mm aluminium, so while they are still selected, I'll choose the material. If you have more than one cutting technology, then make sure you choose the one you need first here. The other parts on this quote are 5 each and cut on 6mm mild steel. Select them all, enter the quantity, material, thickness, and then sheet size. While I have these selected, I'm going to add powder coating to them. Hit the Process tab here, and check the box next to powder coating. The last part is folded, is on 3mm mild steel, and there are 8 parts required. Select it. You will notice that the fold lines have automatically been set to the purple color, which is defined as an open inner cut. ToolBox will automatically set any entity to any of the cutting layers here, directly after the upload. From here there are 3 options to define the fold lines. The first one, and most used, is by selecting the lines and then adding them to the fold layer. I prefer to right-click the mouse and set them to folding, but you can also do that from the tab up here. With the fold line set, head back over to the Process tab and set the source to drawing. ToolBox will automatically measure and count the folds, and if there is more than one, the longest will be displayed in the measurement field. The third option is only available if the part has been drawn with a folding layer. Hit the Layers tab here and change the layer to folding, and while I'm here, I'll set the etching layer too. By the way, if you set the folding source to manual, this allows folding to be calculated on parts where no folding lines have been drawn. Enter the length of the longest fold, and then the number of folds.